Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2. Today I am pleased to say that I do have another course review for you guys. This time it is going to be Campbell's Run. This one was designed by Big Cat 23 Wayne. He is a designer who I really like, and when I see he's got a new course it excites me. Really look forward to playing it. I do apologise for not being active over the past week, guys. Last week I really wasn't feeling well and had 3 or 4 days where I was just basically in my bed, feeling fine and dandy now though. So big shout out to the new subscribers again, guys, and as always, thank you very much for your continued support. It keeps giving me the desire to upload videos for you. So as you can see, there is four different tees. I will be playing off the blue tees, which are playing 7,111 yards. As always, pin selection number 1 for the camera flyby purposes. Let's begin round. I have reverted back to my old faithful controller, the banged up one. I do feel I shoot straighter with that one. I persevered with the other controller, but I was pushing things a wee bit too far to the left for my liking. So, hole 1 is a par 4, stroke index 6, playing 478 yards. An absolute beautiful looking opening hole. There is water on the right hand side. Decent size fairways. 2 bunkers sandwiching the green, and the pin is right at the back of that green. Let me see, guys. I think it said the fairways were normal and the greens were normal. But as you can see, Big Cat 23 Wayne. Fairways normal, green speed medium fast. Let's see if we can play this course well. 4 mile per hour wind, so hopefully it should take me. Nice opening drive. There's a wind taking me around, and we should be about 280 yards here, hopefully. Actually went past it, wow. Pardon me, 291 yards, a nice opening drive. So 194 yards, up 20 feet. So I'm going to say it's playing 200 yards. Just going to loft that up and see if I can get this running right towards the pin. The pin is at the back. Hopefully it hit middle of the green here and just let it run up towards the pin. It's maybe just going to come up a little bit short. It was a good attempt, probably about a 20-foot putt for birdie. Probably uphill. Oh no, 15 feet, slightly uphill. A very slight break to the right. Greens are 167. Oh, and it's a nice opening putt. Read that really well, and it does get me to 1 under through the first hole. So nice opening birdie there, guys. Let's move on to hole 2, which is a par 4, stroke index 10, playing 413 yards. Shorter par 4. Once again, looks absolutely beautiful. Plenty bunkers on the right hand side. Well placed tree there. That branch looks like it's overhanging onto the fairway. Once again, it's a very small tight green, and the pin is right at the back. Once again, no severe slopes or breaks on the green though. So I do feel this branch, I do feel I can get over the side of that branch, to be fair. Once again, nice swing. Yeah, we just managed by the skin of our teeth to get over it. Fairway was sloping upwards, so it did take a bit of the distance to run out of the ball. So 139 yards, 369. Let's say it's playing 141. I'm going to say. Just going to loft that up. I do feel that is enough. Take a tiny bit off of it and hopefully get this right at the flag. Fairway sloping slightly to the left. It's a nice strike. Hopefully the yardage is good and we get this firing right at the pin. Should bounce a bit for me. Decent approach shot. Once again, maybe lofted that up just slightly too much, but very minimal break. Very minimal. And that should be another birdie. It is, so we are 2 under, back-to-back birdies. The greens do not have much break to them. Certainly in the areas I've been landing the ball. So hole 3 is a par 3, stroke index 16, 152 yards, so it's quite a short par 3. Shorter than what I'm used to. Larger green this time, the pin is on the left hand side. Once again, 3 bunkers, but really these bunkers should not really be into play with a good shot. Let's say it's playing 146 into the wind. It's going to take a bit off for the wind here. Let's see if I can get this going right at the pin. It's a good strike. Hopefully that wind does hold me up a bit. And that should bite. And that is a really good shot, and hopefully I can get another birdie here. And that is a trio of birdies, guys, so we are 3 under. Course challenge completed, 1 par. So far, really enjoying the course. As you can see, guys, it's a course that if you play good shots, you will be rewarded, which is always nice. So let's move on to hole 4. Hole 4 is a par 5, 564 yards, stroke index 14. Very large fairway here. Once again, beautiful looking hole, guys. Fairway is sloping downhill, slightly to the left. Water is in play once again. I would imagine with a favourable wind, could attack this in 2, but once again, it is a really small green, and the pin is at the back of that green again. Wind is 6 miles per hour to the left. Good solid swing. Well, a nice favourable bounce. We should be close to about 290 yards. We're way past that. So 305 yards. It's going to leave the second shot. Very, very tempting. Oh, I do think I can make this over here, guys. Just because it is. What is it to the front of that green? It's very, very tempting to take this on, guys. I do feel I can make it. I am going to take it on. It's a good strike. It should have the legs and it should run up onto the green for a nice favourable bounce. And I am going to have an eagle putt, albeit probably about 30 feet away. 30 feet bang on, 1 foot up, breaking to the right. It's all about getting this yardage good here, guys, getting this putt close, and judging the break. It should start to turn and slow up. Oh, and what a putt for an eagle there, guys. We are on fire. Wow. Beautiful eagle there, guys, which takes me to 5 under for the round. Let's move on to hole 4. Really happy with my putt in the last few rounds. So, hole 4, stroke index 2, second toughest course, second toughest hole on the course. But it is playing 399 yards. Once again, water is in play on the left hand side. Narrower fairways this time, and that approach shot does look very tricky. Larger green, and the pin is off centre to the left. That bunker certainly in play. I do feel though that I can use the big dog here. It's quite a tricky one because it looks like the fairway is sloping off to the left, but I am hoping that with the help of the wind here, that I can find the centre of the fairway and get a favourable bounce. Is it going to hold? Just held on to the fairway as we said. It did look like it was sloping off left. And now I'm going to say that is playing 100 yards bang on into the wind slightly. I do feel that should get there. Hopefully the yardage is bang on. The wind should take me round slightly. That should bounce and then bite. Or another birdie attempt. 5-footer. Breaking to the left. Oh, and it's another birdie. Read the putt well. And we are motoring along nice. 6 under. Through 5 holes. So, really going along. Great start to this to the round, guys. Fantastic front 9. Hopefully I can keep it going. So hole 6, once again, short par 4, 386 yards, stroke index 8. Once again, fairly tight fairway, slight dogleg right, winding fairways, plenty sand bunkers, as we're seeing, quite a common theme. Smallish green again, and this time the pin is kind of just off centre to the right hand side. 4 mile per hour wind. Just looking to use this tree here as my guideline. Wind slightly changed. Hopefully the wind's going to help me out a little bit here. Just going to loft that up a bit. Oh, and I have caught that. I have caught the branch there, guys, so it's really going to take a wee bit of distance out of my drive. And that wind really took me round. Despite the sound effects, it didn't really take any distance out of my drive, to be fair. The only problem is I am in a light rough on a slight slope to the left. So, let's see. I am happy to play that. This is all about getting the slope and the wind right here. It's a good strike. Should be quite close, I would imagine. Maybe going to be a bit short. It's ran on well for me though, so I'm going to be about pin high, probably about 15 to 18 feet away for the birdie. 14 feet, 1 inch uphill. Although it looks like an I wouldn't say it looks like an uphill putt. It looks slightly downhill to me. It is breaking to the left quite aggressively. Is it going to turn? And guys, wow! Probably my putting is one of the best it's been. It is a part of my game that I've really, really worked on. And that is a fantastic birdie. I've had 2 really good putts, the 30-footer and then that one there. So that takes me to 7 under par. Absolutely smashing this course so far. So, hole 7 is another par 4, stroke index 12, 413 yards. The par 4s aren't the longest, guys. This course is clearly designed to shoot low, which I do like. Well placed bunkers here again, lots of bunkers throughout this course. Once again, the pin is right at the back off the green. The wind's been very favourable. That's going to be my line here, is that tree branch, and hopefully the wind's going to take me round. But what a difference to my game, guys, just by reverting back to my familiar controller. This controller is a controller I got with the very first original PS4 that came out. So it's a bit banged up and broke, but I seem to play my best golf with it. So 114 yards to the pin. I'm just going to club down. And hopefully got enough club here. It is sloping slightly to the left, but hopefully that wind's going to counteract. Wind's starting to take me around ever so slightly. Fairly decent, fairly decent. Once again, got to be happy. Probably about 8-9 feet away. 9 feet. 3 inches down. Breaking slightly to the left. Oh, and that's the first putt we've really missed, and that one's really travelled. I'll probably put that about 10 feet past. 7 foot past, breaking slightly to the right. So just a par there, guys. Missed the birdie, but can't really complain. My putting has been really, really good so far. So, 7 under par. Let's move on to hole number 8. It's another par 3, playing 166 yards, stroke index 4. Nice colours in this hole with that little plants. Pin's kind of bang in the centre of the fairway, slightly to the left. The greens are starting to get more difficult, guys, with the breaks and reeds on them. So 160 yards with a wind behind me, 2 feet down. Just going to put that up another. Let me reset that. I am confident with that wind behind me. This should be close. It does look like it's sloping to the right. It's a good strike. Should slope round. Didn't catch the slope a bit. That wind did take me more to the left than I would have liked. But once again, probably about 12-15 feet away. 10 feet. And like I said, the greens are getting more difficult, guys. 10 foot. Breaking to the right. 2 inches down. Oh, I've really misread that one. And this has really got the potential for a drop shot. I'm probably about 10 feet past again, to be fair, from the angle. Disappointing putt there, 9 foot. Uphill putt though, breaking to the left. Oh, and that one just broke a lot more than I anticipated. That is a drop shot, guys, disappointingly. Very tough green. Poor putt there for me, just when I was starting to praise my putting. A wee blimp on the scorecard there, guys, but not too disappointed. Let's move on to the final hole of the front 9, which is a par 5. Shorter par 5, 507 yards, stroke index 18. Fairly straightforward looking hole. Average width fairway here. But the approach shot looks like it could be quite tricky, the way the pin position, which is tucked in at the left hand side, and those bunkers. Pardon me. Should be able to attack this in 2, to be fair. I'm just looking to come over the top of this bunker here. With the wind behind me, we are looking for about 290 yards here. .284 yards. The uphill fairway kind of took a lot of the pace out. So 220 yards. Wind behind me, slight upslope. I do feel I can loft this up a bit. Just looking for it to bounce on that fringe of the green and then kick on to the green. And see if we can get it running up. Oh, that's really went left. It's got to be in the bunker, I do feel. So, really surprised how that went so far left. Let's see here. Probably going to be a chip shot, I would imagine. .14 yards up 5. Breaking to the right, but with this slope should counteract. Just looking to get this close and then bounce in. Oh, it really didn't check up at all for me coming out the bunker. I did think I would have got a bit of check on that, but disappointing attempt. So it's going to be a tough birdie opportunity here, guys. Why is that giving me a pitch? I am looking at the chip shot. Breaking slightly to the left, but the way I'm going to play it is just one touch to the right. and be quite aggressive with this. Decent line, decent weight, poor line. And that is just going to be a par, unfortunately, guys. Quite disappointed with that one. But I was really surprised that my second shot, the approach shot, I went so far left. The grid below my feet didn't say the ball should have travelled as far left as that. So, 6 under, really refreshing front 9. Really enjoyed the hole so far, the course so far. Let's move on to hole 10. Looks like there's a few par 5s coming up here. So hole 10 is another par 5, stroke index 15, playing 521 yards. Water to the left hand side. The sun is out now and it really puts a different dimension, different feel on this course. This is a dogleg left. Feels it's playing a lot longer than 521 yards, but I do guess it's the dogleg to it. And the pin, larger green this time, and the pin is kind of right at the back again. 7 mile per hour wind. Can I get over these bunkers? That is the question. I do feel I can. It'll be close, but I do feel I've got enough club here to be able to do it. Just try to cut a bit of the fairway out here with this line as well. Wind's going to take me round. And we did make it over quite comfortably. So I do imagine now, dependent on the line here, we can attack this. Does look like it. I do feel that that ball is going to shoot hard to the left, so I am aiming a bit more right. Into the wind. I am going to play this, not altering it at all. And there we go. That ball did shoot far to the left, like I said. Should be right at the pin if I get a good bounce here. Played that really, really well. I think there is a huge slope in that green there though, because I'm surprised that's went right through the green. So I'm going to have a little chip shot for an eagle. This fully loft is up. It is breaking quite hard to the right. I was a bit timid with that one there, guys. Probably about a 5 foot tap in for birdie here. 4 foot. So I do get back on the birdie trail, but the way that hole was designed, birdie was always going to be favourable. So 7 under, back to 7 under. Let's move on to hole number 11, which is another par 4. So three par 5s in a row, but it is the final par 5 by going by the scorecard. So it's another short par 5, 502 yards, stroke index 17. Like I said about 4 or 5 holes ago, guys, this course is designed to shoot low, I do feel. Once again, fairly straightforward, not seeing many hazards here. It looks like the fairway is sloping downwards, so we should get a good distance on the drive. Quite a large green, and the pin is just off centre to the right. The wind is in my face, but looking to hit fairway here. Oh, laggy backswing. Good swing, good drive. And hopefully we're going to get a bit of carry. So the second shot now, I am going to be able to hit the green in 2. So I'm going to say that's playing 225 yards into the wind. I am just actually hitting this, guys. I am on a slight downslope. But I do hope that wind's going to counteract it. Put a slow on that one, but it should be quite good. 6 wood should bounce well on the green. Probably going to be 22, 23, maybe 25 feet the way it's turned off towards the end there from the pin. 29 feet, 1 foot up though. Breaking to the right. Don't think I gave that enough. I haven't. I've left that about 12 feet short, guys. Wow. That was a really poor putt. So once again, I've left myself a tricky birdie putt here. 12 feet, 3 inches up, breaking to the right. Is it going to turn? Oh. So once again, it is another par 5 that I must admit I'm a bit disappointed not to get a better score other than par. I'm sure you guys will get birdies on that hole there. Disappointing eagle putt. I was on the green in 2, but disappointing eagle putt. So there you go, guys. My putting has went from arguably first 7 holes really, really good. 8, 9, 10, and 11. My putting has been really poor. So hole 12, longer par 3 this time, 223 yards, stroke index 5, and this is a really green looking hole, this one, beautiful. And look at that waterfall, guys, that really catches your eye as soon as the camera pans in towards it. Absolutely outstanding. I am really enjoying this course, guys. So, 10, 20, let's say 22 yards, so 205 yards. I'm just playing this, not adjusting this at all. I have put a slow on that, but it should be decent for yardage. Go on, find that slope. If I didn't get the slow, I do feel that would have been a lot closer. So 12-foot putt, breaking kind of both ways here. I'm just playing this right at it, guys, because I do feel it's counteracting everything. It was. Turned out a straight putt. And we get back on the birdie trail. Course challenge completed, nearest to the pin. So, let's move on to hole 13. I am 18 under. I wish I was 18 under. 8 under. We're back on the birdie trail. Just disappointed that on hole number 11 it was only a par. So hole 13 is a par 4, stroke index 9, 468 yards. Large bunker there on the left hand side, 2 of them. I'm confident I can drive over that though. Green looks slightly elevated, slightly uphill. And once again, pin position, once again, is just off centre, guys. Slightly to the left this time. The wind is behind me here. So, like I said, just looking to drive past this bunker. No slow this time. I think the fairway's slightly running uphill, so as you've seen there, that bounce just kind of killed the ball. Still 285 yards, so 195 to the pin. Wind behind me, so just taking a bit off of this. I'm just looking for this to run onto the green, guys. I am playing on a slight uphill slope as well. So good strike. I'm just looking for this to bounce and run onto the up towards the pin. That's a big bounce I got there. Could have done without that huge kick. So it's going to be about 35 feet, I would say. 24 feet, sorry. I added 10 feet onto that, basically. Down 5 inches, breaking to the right. Should start to turn. Should start to turn. Should start to turn. Oh! Happier with that putt. Probably put it about 4 feet past for the par. 5 feet past. Nothing really in this. Gonna zip it into the cup. Solid par. My approach shot, I probably took just one touch too much off of that iron. So, still at 8 under. Let's move on to hole 14, which is a par 4. Wow, 299 yards. I had to look at that. I was like, is this sure par 4? Stroke index 13. Looks downhill. Dogleg left. Very narrow fairways here. It's going to be quite difficult to find fairway here. Well placed bunkers as well. Nice little lake. Once again, very small green, and the pin again is just off centre. It has gave me the hybrid in my hand, which is probably, to be fair, the right shot. Let's look at the 6-wood. I do feel I could hit 6-wood. I'm going to really float the 6-wood up, loft it up. It's a good strike, just hoping to land on that fairway before the bunkers and then nestle up. Should leave myself a pitch shot if it happened. Yeah, played that well. So it should be a pitch shot now into the green. It is a shot I've not been playing great of recent, guys. Slightly downhill. So just going to check that up twice. Good execution. It's going to be a wee bit short. Would have liked that a bit closer, but mind you, it's ran on a fair bit for me. Probably going to be about an 8 foot, 9 foot putt for birdie. 7 footer, breaking to the left. Oh, that didn't turn. That ball did not turn at all, guys. I thought I put enough on that for it to break. What? Wow. So, how on earth have I ended up with a bogey there, guys? Game mechanics again. I cannot understand that. I maybe should have learnt from my first putt that it's not breaking. So, it's quite an embarrassing bogey, to be fair, when I had a 5 foot putt, I think it was, for birdie. I missed it. I missed the par. So, I went from being, should have been 9 under, back down to 7. But, hey ho. Let's move on to hole 15, which is a par 4, stroke index 7, 444 yards. Once again, stunning looking hole, guys. Cart path runs right through the middle of the fairway. Well placed tree there again. And look at all the bunkers protecting this green here. Once again, pin is kind of off centre to the right, more towards the front. The wind has died down. It's only a 2 mile per hour wind. Should get good distance on this with the elevation drop. We are going to be looking at 300 yards, I would imagine. Just short, 299. So 147. Let's say add 6 yards. So 153. Let's see what we've got on the green. It is breaking slightly to the right. Should be good. Should be right at the pin. Really good shot. Probably left myself about a 4 foot putt for birdie. Hopefully I don't miss this one. So we managed to drop that. This time it did break. And it's a nice birdie. So a bit of a mixed bag so far on the back nine. 3 birdies, 2 pars, 1 bogey. Really disappointing bogey, but I don't think that was my error, guys. I do feel it was a game. So hole 16 is a par 4, playing 475 yards, stroke index 1. It is the toughest hole on the course. Nice little stream, nice wee bridge. It's a split fairway. Quite a narrow fairway, and once again the approach looks quite tight, up to a slightly uphill green, and the pin once again is just off centre to the left. The wind is behind me here though, but I do not feel I can get onto the second part of this fairway. To be fair, is it worth the risk really? I actually do feel I can make it at that side. Just going to loft that up a bit. Good strike. Should bounce on well for me. We've really took the distance of this hole out here. 299 yards. Still a bit of work to do, but the wind is slightly in my favour here. 187. Let's add 8 yards. So 195. With the wind slightly behind me. And downhill. should be good yardage. It's all if the wind's going to help me out to the left here. Took me really left. Could have maybe lofted that up again, but really went left there. So it's just going to be a chip shot for birdie. Not nailed a chip shot today. 10 yards up 1 foot, breaking to the right. Is it going to break for me? Oh, just slightly too aggressive, guys. Probably about a 5 foot putt for par.
Little 5-footer here, nothing too scary.
Managed to drop that. Disappointed with my chip shots today. In all fairness, none of them have been easy, where you would say they were guaranteed chips. The par 3. Stroke index 11, playing 194 yards. Wow, look at this. The green is like a floating island out there in the middle of the water. And once again, beautiful waterfall in the back. Really enjoying this course, guys. Once again, very tight green. Pin is kind of bang in the centre. It looks like it severely slopes downhill to the right, though. 187 is playing, I would say. Can I reach with this? Ooh, tell you what. I'm really in between clubs here. I do feel I'm going to have to hit the hybrid and really float this up. I'm really lofting this hybrid up here, guys. Just looking for this to land front of the green. It's a good strike. Hopefully I've got the right yardage. It's going to be long. It's going to trickle off. Just not going to hold. I was really in between clubs there, guys. So I do have a chip shot this time. This is probably the easiest chip shot I've had yet. Let's see if I can execute this just slightly better. Get in. Oh, no. So, it really travelled on. Didn't check up at all. But not much in this putt, to be fair. It's just another par. Let's move on to the final hole, which is obviously 18, guys. It is going to be a par 4. And it is playing 508 yards, stroke index 3. Longest par 4 off the course. Really nice looking final hole here again. No. Second shot's going to be a tough one over that water. Once again, there's the waterfall from a different perspective. Well placed bunker there. That is a really well placed bunker with that pin position, which is kind of off center to the right. It's really important to get a good drive here. Nice drive. Should be looking about 280 odd yards. Played it well. Got a lot further than what I had hoped. So 296. Still going to be a long shot. And we are playing off quite a severe slope here, to be fair. Take a bit off of this. But it's this bunker. It's a well placed bunker. I'm just looking to come over that bunker. That slope's really pushed me more left than I would have liked, so I'm probably going to be bang on for yardage. But that slope just pushed me a wee bit more to the left than I would have liked. It's probably going to be about a 20-foot putt for birdie. 14 feet. Slight break to the right. Oh, and that looked as if it went right over the hole. Missed out on a final birdie. Little 4-footer to save par, which I get. So solid 8 under. Course challenge completed first round. Solid 8 under there, guys. 64. Certainly giving that a 5-star. Really enjoyed that course, guys. And be favouring. Please get out there and play this, guys. I do feel you'll enjoy it. Campbell's Run, created by Big Cat 2 Wayne. Please feel free to add my Ghost Ball. Let me know how you get on. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please spam the like button. And as always, say hi in the comment section, and if you guys have got any good courses you'd like to see reviewed on the channel, please say so. That is it for today, guys. As always, take care and peace out. Bye.